Well, the positive after this afternoon's game against the Oakland A's is that we didn't get swept. That's about it. I mean, we got Jose Barrios who pitched a solid outing, but other than that, really not much. Jays win, though, 2-1 over the Oakland Athletics and improve now to 45-38, end the 5-game losing skid, and just get back into the win column. You get a good start from Barrios. Your bullpen was good, albeit you used your two best guys in Simber and Romano. And all the Jays can muster up is a couple solo bombs. And like I said, you win 2-1 over Oakland and you avoid getting swept. Yippee. I mean, really, I'm happy they won the ball game. Don't get me wrong. I'm very ecstatic that Barrios had a good outing on the road, which, as we talked about so much, has been a rarity this season. Again, you're supposed to do that, though, against the worst offense in all of baseball, and he did today. Now, Manoah didn't do that. Kikuchi in the bullpen didn't do that yesterday. But the offense, that's the thing that's been struggling. They didn't get much offense going in all 3 games of this series, and their pitching staff really ain't the greatest. How does the scoring start, though? Bottom of the 6th inning, Ramon Laureano, it's a solo bomb of Jose Barrios to make it a 1-0 Oakland game in the bottom of the 6th. Meanwhile, the Jays have got no offense going. They haven't got any clutch hits at all, and it's been a really shaky one. Top of the 7th inning, Matt Chapman comes up and gets a fastball up and possibly out of the strike zone, but he gets barreled the ball and crushes it to left center field, and it's gone, and we are tied at 1. All right, a great shot from Chapman. We got a whole new ball game here, and he stays red hot in this series against his former ball club. We go to the next inning, top of the 8th. Bo Bichette comes up and gets an absolute hanging breaking ball. And thank God he doesn't miss it because he crushed it to left field and it's gone. And the Jays have a 2-1 lead. And like I said, that's how it'll hold up as the Blue Jays win it 2-1. Offensively, Alejandro Kirk continues to be an absolute machine for this ball team. 2 for 4 in the game. Matt Chapman with I think he went 3 for 4 yesterday. Went 2 for 3 today with a run scored, an RBI, obviously the solo bomb that he hit. And he also walked once as well. Matt Chapman was really good today. And the last couple of days against his former team, I've liked what we've seen. I'm really hoping we can see this on a more consistent basis from Matt Chapman. The team overall, though, only had 8 hits. Struck out only 4 times and walked 4 times. The last 2 games before this, the first 2 of the series, they didn't walk a single time. At least they walked 4 times today, but 8 hits total. And I'm watching George Springer, who he didn't start today. And Kevin Biggio got the start in the leadoff hole, and he had a tough night in the office. But then we watched, Vladdy had a struggling game, right? Missing a lot of pitches. He had a single through the right side, but he's not having those 2-3 hit games we're so used to seeing last year and even at portions through this season, right? A lot of swings, the big swings that are just pop-ups shallow in the outfield or in the infield, and he's slamming his bat down like he should have crushed it. I'm like, you don't need to crush it. Let's just get some knocks here. Get some people on. But it's been a tough watch lately. It really is offensively against a team like Oakland, whose pitching staff isn't as bad as their offense, but my God, it's not anything special. It's nothing special. And the Jays' offense through these 3 games made them look a lot better than they should be. And I know I should be talking about positives because you won a ball game, but you salvaged the finale and you won 2-1 against one of the worst teams in baseball. It's very difficult. But I will hit a positive now, and it's Jose Barrios. His fastball command was great. He was pounding the strike zone in this game today. And his curveball he was throwing for strikes, that was really good. Missed the pitch. It was quite a bad one there to Laureano, and he made him pay for it. And but 6 innings, only allowed the 4 hits. 1 run, the solo bomb, walked 1 and struck out 6. Going into the game today, Jose Barrios' home road splits were obviously a big factor. And his ERA at Rogers Center is like 3.24, 3.20 something, which is very good considering the first game of the season where he couldn't get out of the first inning was at home. So it tells you how good the rest of his starts have been at Rogers Center. However, his road numbers, and his, what is it here? His strikeout numbers were like, he was averaging 8 per 9 innings, which is pretty solid. And he was just really, really good at Rogers Center. But on the road, an ERA north, 5 or 6, with strikeout numbers only at 5 per game, and he's giving up a lot of home runs, and he's just not looking good at all on the road. So to see him go out there, albeit, yes, I know, against a really bad offense, but again, you're supposed to take care of business against a team like that. He did today. 6 innings, only allowed the 4 hits and 1 run. There's a solo home run in the 6th. So it was a great job from Berrios. He didn't get the decision, which he damn well deserved, but it's something you want to take and move forward, right? He had a great start, or a decent start at Rogers Center against Tampa in his last outing, albeit not the biggest offense. And then he had a great start today against Oakland. Again, not very good offense, but you got to take care of business. You got to go out there and make your pitches, and that's what he did today. Adam Simber was phenomenal, right? The question I had coming into this game was, or after Berrios was gone after 6, I'm like, okay, who's going out there for the 7th? Okay, Adam Simber's out there, that's fine. Who's going out there for the 8th? Well, they ran Adam Simber back out there for the 8th inning, went 2 shutout innings, didn't allow a base runner, was so damn good, because that allowed the Jays, after that 6th inning, to tie the game, right? And you bring in Adam Simber for the bottom half of the 7th, puts up the 0, keep your offense in the groove, gets Bo to hit that solo bomb. Then he went out there in the bottom half of the 8th, shut them down. And then Jordan Romano went out there in the 9th, finally getting a chance to save a ball game. He went and cleaned it and got a couple strikeouts. Nothing else doing, no base runners at all. Great job from Romano, picking up save number 18 on the year. And the Jays win it. Seeing Adam Simber go 2 innings, though, made me miss Jimmy Garcia that much more. Because you damn well know, if Jimmy Garcia was up and ready to go, he's in AAA now. So same with Danny Jansen, he's in AAA. But if he was up here, one of those innings would have been Jimmy Garcia's and the other one would have been for Adam Simber. But with no Jimmy Garcia and no faith in anybody else, you got to throw Adam Simber out there for 2. And that shows you right there how much confidence or lack thereof the coaching staff has in the bullpen, right? It's pretty bad. But Jose Berrios doing what he did today was of massive importance. Because the next game for the Blue Jays, or the next 4 games for the Blue Jays, are against the Seattle Mariners in Seattle. Yeah, more late games, but we're kind of halfway through already, which doesn't feel like, at least for me, because, I haven't worked the Monday night and the Tuesday night, so I guess it hasn't affected me, but it will starting tomorrow. But that's okay. In Seattle, game 1 goes tomorrow night, 10-10 first pitch there. Marco Gonzalez takes the ball, the soft-throwing lefty for the Seattle Mariners. And Casey Lawrence goes for the Blue Jays. But with Jose Berrios going deep today, what that might have done is like, okay, Casey Lawrence, give us like 2 innings, depending how you're going, maybe 3 to see if you can get 1 time through the order, right, if you're absolutely dealing. But then Maximo Castillo is my opinion to go out there for that bulk guy afterwards, and then you kind of piece it together after. I think that's how they're going to play with Berrios. If Berrios went really short today, you might have had to use one of those 2 guys in today's ball game. So you might have really then asked a guy like Casey Lawrence to give you 5 or 6 like he had to do in the last game against Tampa, which you really don't want to have to do. But with Jose Berrios going deep into the ball game today, it allowed that to stay intact. So I'm hoping that's the case tomorrow night. Ross Stripling gets the ball for the Blue Jays in game 2 versus George Kirby. It's a 10-10 first pitch there. And then we started looking at, okay, well, how's the rest of the series going to line up? Well, I believe Manoah might go game 3. I could be wrong. It all says TBD for me. I know Logan Gilbert is going to be probably going one of those 2 games for Seattle. And look, I'm looking at this series as a very important one because you go to Seattle. They're feeling themselves right now. They're playing some pretty good ball. They're only a game under 500. They're feeling pretty good. Their offense is going. Julio Rodriguez is fantastic. But you know it's going to be jammed with Jays fans. There's going to be tons of Jays fans down there in Seattle. Or I guess down there in Seattle, I guess technically. Down in West. And if you're the Toronto Blue Jays, you want to go in there to Seattle with these fans who are going to be cheering damn loud because we all know it. And you want to go out there and give them some wins. You want to win 3 or 4. I know people are going to say, well, with the team playing the way they are, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I don't care. This team is talented enough, keyword is talented, to go out there and win 3 or 4 in Seattle. Question is, will they go do it? Will they go out there and mash baseballs? Who knows? What's your pitching staff going to give you? Because that seems to be a question mark every single game. Heck, everything seems to be a question mark. Like the offense, did I expect to go 2-1 today against James Caprillion? No, I did not. But alas, that's what happened. So it's going to be a very interesting series in Seattle, but they got to start finding their groove again. The All-Star break is looming. You don't have a whole lot of games left, and your schedule is not that tough. I believe you have Seattle for 4, you come home with a day off, then you have the Phillies for 2, Kansas City for 4, I believe, and then you're into the All-Star break, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but it's right there. Like, you're not very far off, and you have a stretch where you can, if you win some ball games and you go into the All-Star break hot, you'll feel good. And even if you kind of stumble into the All-Star break and kind of stay level, it's a reset. This last stretch is important because it shows the organization, okay, whereabouts are we here? So it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. But one game at a time. Tomorrow, 10-10, Casey Lawrence, Marco Gonzalez is the pitching matchup in Game 1. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the ball game somewhat, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays. The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays, and of course, tomorrow night. All right, 10-10 first pitch. Casey Lawrence, Marco Gonzalez is the pitching matchup in Game 1 of the 4-game set against the Seattle Mariners in Seattle. Air Canada West, baby. Let's see how it all plays out, though. Tomorrow night, Game 1. Please, can we start off with a victory and have a 2-game win streak and just feel good about just a little win streak? It would be nice, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game today. We'll talk to you guys then.